Alright, so Arrow Season 3. I don't even know where to begin on this whole thing, but okay, so Arrow used to be an awesome show. Now, because of this season, no. It sucks. I mean, if you've been watching the show, you know it sucks. Compared to the first two seasons, and for me, this show used to be awesome. Just awesome. An awesome show. Um, yeah, I started watching middle of the first season. Not really thinking much of it. Stuck out with it through the end. And then started watching the second season, and the second season was even better than the first. And it just kept getting better and better. And even going into the first four episodes of this season, it wasn't spectacular or anything, but there it was all right. I was still on board until Green Arrow does something at the end of the fourth episode, which was total bullshit. But I'll get into that later. But that was probably the beginning of the end. That was the jump the shark moment, if you will. Um, and it's like over the years I've watched various shows, like House or Fringe or Burn Notice, where they kind of like have a very slow and steady kind of decline in quality, and that doesn't seem to bother me as much. If that makes any sense, it's what bothers me about Arrow is that for that type of show, for that like genre kind of superhero type show, it was like the best. It was way better than Agents of Shield or anything Marvel was doing on TV up to that point. Um, but I mean, obviously, it's not fucking Mad Men or fucking Breaking Bad. I mean, it's not fucking The Wire. Or it's not like super artsy or anything. But for what it was the best of that kind of show, right? And that tends to be the kind of shows that I tend to like. And it just, I mean, it was literally like the fourth episode or so of this season, like, it just abruptly turned to crap. And the last time I had an experience with a show like so abruptly just turning to shit was the Ninja Turtles, the 2003 show, the 2003 cartoon. So everyone knows there was the 87 Ninja Turtles cartoon that most people think of when they think of Ninja Turtles. But my personal favorite interpretation of the Turtles was the 2003 show, which was on what, 4Kids TV, and this came out around the time that I was in high school, and I decided to give it a shot, and I was actually pleasantly surprised because at that point, like most people, I just thought of Ninja Turtles like that kiddie cartoon from like the 80s, but it was actually a really good show. And what happened was that at the end of the fourth season, they were starting the storyline where you even see it at the end of the episode. The turtles are on a boat or whatever, and they're going to begin training to fight this like badass half man half demon shredder thing, right? And that was gonna be what the fifth season was gonna be about. That was what the big story arc was gonna be. So the network butts in, and they're like, well, we think this show is too serialized and too dark for kids. So they put this mandate on the creators, so they pretty much have to scrap that whole storyline. So literally, you kind of get this cliffhangery ending at the end of the fourth season. So then the very next episode that airs, it's pretty much like a huge reboot of the entire show. Is that suddenly the turtles are in the future, and there's this little kid sidekick with them and a fucking robot butler, and it was, oh, I was so fucking pissed. Now, luckily, one of the creators in Ninja Turtles agreed with everyone that they needed to redo this crap. Like, they did not like this network mandate, and he actually took money out of his own pocket to get like a 12 or 13 episodes made that pretty much wrapped up the storyline with the Demon Shredder and everything. So that actually ended up working out. But I don't know what happened with this show. I mean, it's almost as though Arrow Season 3 is being written by completely new people. Like, it's a new showrunner and everything, but it's not. It's the same fucking people. It's the same people that's been doing it from the beginning. I don't understand it. Like, what the fuck happened? I mean, it can't possibly. I mean, the only thing I can think of, maybe it was like just like Ninja Turtles, where it was a network mandate. Hey, creators of Arrow. Hey, Mr. Guggenheim, can you please make this show shit like the rest of the bullshit schlock on the CW we try to pass off as entertainment? Arrow doesn't fit our long-standing tradition of crap television, such as WWE, Friday Night SmackDown, and Farmer Wants a Wife, and The Beautiful Life. No, we need you to dumb this show down to that level. I mean, that's the only thing I can possibly fucking think of. Why would you intentionally make your show into crap? It's like the idea for the season is like, let's get fucking George Lucas, M. Night Shyamalan, and motherfucking Tommy Wiseau together to write a season of 60s Batman. Watching Arrow Season 3 is like watching a fucking car crash on a train wreck on top of a plane crash with a little baby running around on fire. Arrow Season 3 is like the fucking retard mongoloid offspring of The Walking Dead and Sons of Anarchy. I'd rather watch a fucking marathon of fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward, followed by Season 3 dubbed Dragon Ball Z with fucking retard Monster Piccolo talking about his fucking inert balls that don't work and nearly having an orgasm after he fuses with Nail, with fucking old lady Grandma Frieza talking about how much she likes balls, with the fucking constipated Vegeta and fucking constipated Goku screaming at each other. Then the fucking watch fucking Arrow Season 3. It's like fucking... Oh, okay, no. It's like if The Walking Dead Season 2 raped 24 Season 6 and had a retard mongoloid offspring, and that's Arrow Season 3. Hey, this is shit. I don't know what the fuck happened to the show. I don't fucking know. I cannot... And like I said, I don't even know where to fucking start. I don't know. What okay. Yeah, so the 60s Batman thing. Okay, I guess I'll start with explaining my fucking comment on that. Okay, so did anyone else notice that the show is called Arrow and not fucking Batman? Fucking okay. The main villain on the Green Arrow show, the Arrow, the show about fucking Green Arrow, is fucking Ra's al Ghul. What is with these people and the fucking Batman references? Stop with the fucking Batman shit. Okay, if you didn't notice, okay, the first 2 seasons of Arrow, okay, the first season, each season was modeled after a movie from the Nolan Batman trilogy of all things, okay? So they would take plot points from the Nolan Batman movies, and the seasons, the arcs would actually follow the plots of those movies. It was kind of weird. And throughout, they would also make little references to Nolan Batman movies. There seems to be so fucking obsessed with these fucking things. So, the first season was based on Batman Begins, roughly. The whole plot, especially with the end with the fucking earthquake machine, instead of the fucking airborne fear toxin thing. Yeah, and of course, it's Green Arrow's origin, just like Batman Begins is Batman's origin, and then you have the second season that's supposed to be like Dark Knight Rises. So you got someone from Bruce's past coming to get revenge. You got Isabel Rochev playing the role of Talia al Ghul. Okay, fine. So the last season they were drawing inspiration from Dark Knight Rises. And I guess was staying with that, and I guess they're still drawing inspiration from Dark Knight Rises, because just like Dark Knight Rises, this season sucks, and is also the worst of the three, just like Dark Knight Rises. I mean, there's so much Batman shit. I mean, just give these people a fucking Batman show to write. I don't understand people's fucking fascination with motherfucking Batman. I don't care about Batman. Batman is boring. He's so overdone. I'm so fucking sick of fucking Batman. So tired of it. Like, oh well, he's the everyman. Who cares? He's an archetype. He's just he's the quintessential superhero without superpowers. That's not interesting to me. I mean, Green Arrow's like that. Fucking Iron Man's like that. Daredevil's like that. Well, except that Daredevil doesn't have fucking money. I mean, what is with the Batman shit? I mean, it's bad enough to show we've had, we've had Dollmaker. He's a Batman villain. We've had fucking KG Beast on the show. I don't mind a little bit of Batman stuff. And League of Assassins, I understand League of Assassins. That's fine because the Dark Archer in the comics, he's a member of the League of Assassins. So you kind of had to have at least some mention of Ra's al Ghul and that stuff. But to make him the main villain of the fucking show, of a Green Arrow show, and I give him credit too for this season to kind of go out of their way to get a little more actual Green Arrow villains on there, like the new Count Vertigo, Komodo, Cupid, Brick. These are all Green Arrow villains. Good for them. Getting the Dark Archer back on there, John Barrowman. Good. That's always good. Good stuff. I heard that Vertigo was coming back, and they cast Peter Stormare as the new 52 Count Vertigo. I thought, hey, that's a cool way to bring Count Vertigo back without, with killing the original Count, the Seth Gable Count last season. Okay, that's cool. And I was under the impression that he was going to be one of the big villains this season. No, he's only there for a couple episodes. Even though he's Green Arrow, he's probably next to the Merlin. He's probably Green Arrow's biggest villain. Well, of course, they do nothing with him. Instead, make way for all these fucking badly written fanfiction villain characters and fucking Ra's al Ghul. Fucking Ra's al Ghul. And I used to like the show when, they would, go out of their way not to use the obvious choices. Because it's obvious, if you're making a show in the DC universe, it's obvious to do fucking Batman characters and Superman characters. And I like that they were going out of their way not to use those kinds of characters. And in keeping with that, if you wanted to do a sort of immortal bad guy, do Vandal Savage. They never really did Vandal Savage outside of the comics other than the Justice League cartoon, and then there's some guy on Smallville that was loosely based on him. Do fucking Vandal Savage. But we'll get back to the Batman shit later, because believe me, there's tons of this fucking Batman bullshit sprinkled throughout this season and this show, and it just fucking ruins it for me.